Alright, so we're back, and we just checked the recording, and you can clearly hear our youngest player making her desires known that she's upset she doesn't have a character sheet. It's okay. We just had a little boxing match system. I was saying you do still a little bit of work on it. That's kind of cool. I got it out there. Matthew, your character goes to get cleaned up. They would have a bathhouse. Because water is so valuable, they probably actually do the oil thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're over there putting oil you first to scrape off all the dust before you actually use water on yourself, so it's more efficient, just like the Romans used to do.
Yep.
While you're bathing...
I want my clothes washed too.
Okay. While you're bathing, I need you to make an awareness roll over here or something. They're being a little guarded and they're whispering, so there's a -1 to it. You need to roll 5 or higher.
All right. 3, 6, 6, and 4. Fate die kept boxcarring.
Okay, so let's make sure you rolled that correctly. So you'd roll your fate die and your skill die together. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I should say separately.
Yeah.
Which one? Did one of those ace?
That aced.
Okay, so
And
then
then
roll
ace
so we have a
again.
6 and a 6
And then a 4.
and then a 4. So you have a total of 16. 12 and 4, 16. Target number was 4. That means you actually have... Jesus. He has 3 raises.
I only got 3 on the skill die though.
Doesn't matter. This is like being a dust in the rocks. So you have 3 raises. Okay, you over here... It's only a matter of time. We're making the right decision. Are you sure? I still don't feel right about it. We're doing the right thing for us. That's all that matters. You know how this world works. You gotta stick out for yourself. Look for numero uno. Me and you, together forever. You're right. Okay. Oh, get over it. Bad stuff happens all the time. The trick is to keep bad stuff from happening to you and your descendants. What have these people ever done for us, huh? We've been shoveling their shit for the Brahmin. We've been building. We do physical labor. They ain't giving us shit what we are worth in caps. That's all gonna change. I don't know. It's just this business venture doesn't seem... You think the people that rule this land got it by doing stuff that's legal? This is sure thing, man. Then they shut up. You look over in the corner of the bathhouse, because the bathhouse would have some people in it. Mm-hmm. There's a pair of people that look like they're farm laborers in the darkest part of the corner whispering to one another. And maybe it's just the angle of the building or something. You can clearly hear them. What do you do?
Not my problem.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to keep it to myself for now. Do I recognize them at all?
Nope.
Can I get a decent look at them?
Yes. You can memorize their features if you want to do that for later. So
Yeah.
you can identify them. We're going to call them Farmhand 1 and Farmhand 2. I know that's not very original, but you haven't actually gotten their names yet, so that's appropriate. Just need to stand up a little bit. Dance with. Yeah, she's going to be a dancer, I think. It's going to be rough. Especially on my bad feet. All right. Mr. Brotherhood of Steel guy, what was your character's name? Jackal, right?
Yeah.
What does Jackal do for the rest of the night to relax? Because people are starting to wind down and turn in.
Clean my weapons and then
All right.
go to bed.
So everybody goes to sleep that night, wherever you go to sleep. And everybody make an awareness roll at -10.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Stealth boys are a bitch.
Yeah, 7.
Nope.
I got 11. Altogether.
Okay. You.
4, 3, that's a 7 plus
13.
4. 7 plus 4 is 11, right?
Huh?
10
So
plus
7 plus 4 is 11, right?
11, yeah.
Okay.
You're shy. Okay, during the night, as you all are sleeping, you hear, and now turn in to those adventures of the far future with Captain Cosmos and his sidekick, Jangles the Moon Monkey. Today we have the adventure of the Venusian Raiders. A female voice starts to speak in a very calm voice. Sorry, very calm tone. 4, 3, 7, 9, Gamma, Aleph, Binary, 20. Habla español? 4, 3, 7, 9, Gamma, Alephs, Binario, 20. Habla inglés? 4, 3, 7, 9, Gamma, Aleph, Binary, 20. Habla español? 4, 3, 7, 9, Gamma, Alephs, Binario, 20. Habla inglés? And that's why I sent Jangles down the elevator chute. His small size allowed him to get through the vents and trip the lamp. When you awaken the next morning, distinctly remembering this event, hearing this radio program, I need you to roll a couple of things. Now, Mr. Pre-War, roll your pre-war, because you might know what this is. This was a big thing in the pre-war era. And eerily enough, these things still exist.
What am I rolling on for my
Pre-war.
Okay.
And you also get to roll your fate die to go with it. Target number is just a 4.
7.
Yeah, it's a number station. Number stations are the mysterious things that we don't know why they transmit on shortwave radio, but they do. One of the most famous ones you can actually hear still transmitting out of Britain. No one knows where the transmission is coming from. No one knows who's transmitting what to who or what the code means, but it's a code. General scuttlebutt is that these are spy agencies transmitting directives to agents in the field. More sinister things say it's things like people in league with aliens, the Illuminati, various cults, blah, blah, blah. So you have a number station that's transmitting a code first in English and then in Spanish. And you know that before the war started, because of fear of China, Latin America was starting to move towards basically becoming the North American Combine, i.e. the United States. Sorry, moving towards entering this thing called the North American Combine with the United States. So since the code goes in Spanish and English, it makes you wonder if it was some spook project going to both those pre-war organizations. But you distinctly remember hearing it in the old Captain Cosmos radio program. Right? And then when you wake up, you notice that in your vision, this is for all of you, you see a superimposed compass, a health indicator, team member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on 4, 5, and 6 there are question marks.
Wait a minute, I made 11.
You see rad counter, radio stations, direction, and it's all superimposed over your vision. And when you all look down over your left arms, there's a Pip-Boy.
What?
And on top of it is labeled Pip-Boy 10,000, PB 10K. On the face of the Pip-Boy screen, there's an animated cartoon monkey looking, going, whoo, whoo, ah, winking, whoo, whoo, ah.
What?
So now
I immediately started.
in the environment we're playing in now, are we in the Pip-Boy
Yeah,
era?
people know what Pip-Boys are, but everyone knows that they were a thing for vaults.
God.
I'm trying to get this damn thing off my arm.
I was contemplating how to blow it off my arm without blowing myself up.
Okay, so we're not just getting a superimposed vision of a Pip-Boy. We have a physical...
It's a Pip-Boy. Over your vision, there's a superimposed HUD.
Oh, geez.
Like if you're playing a video game,
Right, that's what I
it's
thought.
superimposed over your vision. And you look down, you have a Pip-Boy on your arm.
That's just too weird.
No kidding.
This is now we get to the sanity system of the game. What was everybody's smarts, guys?
D8.
Saul.
You have a D8?
Mm-hmm.
You have 9 sanity points. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Is it sanity or smarts or the spirit? I think it's spirit. What was your spirit?
My spirit is a 66.
So you have 7 sanity
Okay.
to start with. And you have what, Matthew?
Same.
7? So everybody has 7 sanity points. Okay. So this is such a jarring event. Everybody make a spirit check. If you have the resolve skill, you can use it as well. And your destiny die to avoid losing a sanity point. Because, well, what the fuck? Pardon my language, but what the hell?
I only got a 3.
I got a 10.
You don't lose any sanity.
I exploded.
You don't lose any sanity. You lose a sanity point, boom.
Okay.
So your sanity right now is down at 6.
6.
She wasn't quite working with a full
I have
pack
an
to begin
idea.
with.
When it's my turn, I'll let you know what it is.
All right. What do you all do?
Like I said, I'm going to be contemplating how to remove it using explosives.
Up in your vision,
I'm sawing at it right now
you
with
see
a
team member 1, boom. Team member 2, what's your character's name?
Garth.
Garth. Team member 3, Jackal. Team member 4, en route. Team member 5, en route. Team member 6, en route.
Saul.
En route. Are these the NPCs you're
Shakur?
Shakur's not listed.
Well, I'm calling for him.
He looks up, yeah. He looks over and goes, what the hell? He doesn't have one.
Why would you have one?
Well, you are prettier than me.
Saul.
This is clearly part of the game that you're putting us on. My training is kicking in, and I'm going to contact my contacts in the Brotherhood of Steel and let them know what's going on.
Okay, so let me go once around the
Yeah.
tail. Let's start with her, I'll come to you, then go to Matt.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. With a pit boy thing, it's got this weird thing in my vision. And
I've seen some of those Vault Dwellers from New Vegas use those. There should be a button or something to make it release.
do you see it? But I start poking at all the buttons.
The monkey animates goes, don't do that. You might set off the charge.
What charge?
The electric charge.
What?
I'm terribly sorry, but I wasn't quite sure you would have a rational, reasoned reaction. So I took certain safeguards to make sure you don't mess with the unit. Tampering with the unit will result in an overload of 200,000 volts to your heart.
I'm gonna figure out how to
okay.
blow you the fuck up, and I'm gonna blow you to fucking smithereens.
I have given you a gift. I regret I have to use such extreme measures, but more will become available, and I will make it worth your time, Boom. And it's all this little animated monkey talking to you.
I'm going to blow you up to smithereens, and I'm gonna find you, and I'm going to fucking kill you.
Please don't take this the wrong way, Boom, but you're really bad at relationships. And this is I know, startling part, but it does have some benefit for you. Please go seek out your other teammates. I'll be in contact shortly. And do not try to remove the unit.
Wow.
What do you do?
I'm going to contact some of my former Brotherhood of Steel.
You get on the transceiver?
Yep.
It's broken. It's been disabled. Critical parts of the machine are missing.
All right, I got to talk to the monkey.
So you turn up the tip boy?
Yeah.
Hello. I'm terribly sorry I'm a little delayed. I just had to calm down Boom. I'm not sure I was entirely successful. I do regret this measure, and it's
What does it
drastic,
do with
but when you
explosives?
see what I am facing, you understand why I take such extreme measures.
Remember Boom?
I'm relying upon your honor and your integrity that you will assist us. Oh, and please don't try to remove the Pit Boy. It has electric charge on it. Tampering with the device can send 200,000 volts of electricity into your heart.
What can I call you?
Jangles,
Copy that, Jangles. Thank you.
please go seek out your other teammates.
Well, in the spirit of the game, I'm going to seek you guys out.
So you look down at your Pit Boy and you try to get it off. How?
You're going to try to get it off.
Well, it hasn't talked to me yet. It just made monkey sounds. All I know is there's a monkey on my arm. Trying to get the damn thing off.
You start trading with it, you get a mild shot.
Oh, shit.
And the monkey.
The animated voice comes
There
over.
you go.
Please do not try to remove the device. It has an electric charge to prevent tampering. Tampering with the device will result in 200,000 volts being sent into your heart.
What are 200,000 volts?
Please point the Pip Boy at the wall.
Okay. So, I guess having Luke chew on you would not be a good idea.
No. But he's a good doggy. Dog like.
There's a freaking monkey on my arm.
Yeah, better than being on your back.
I hate monkeys.
Please seek out your other teammates.
What other teammates?
You look in your HUD and you see teammate 1, teammate 2, teammate 3, and you see their names, and also on your compass you see directions, how far away they are, estimate time of arrival, what their motion is.
Great. So I have to seek out Psycho Chick and whoever that other person is.
Yeah. Yep.
I look at the monkey. I'm gonna blow you up somehow.
Miss Boom already threatened to eviscerate me with explosives. All will be made clear, and I'm sure, appealing to your sense of fair play, you'll understand why to take such drastic measures. Why I must be careful.
I have no sense of fair play.
We both know that's not true.
Ooh, he's got you there. These creatures.
You are
I
a good.
hate you.
You are a good man.
I really, really
What's
hate
your
you.
character's name?
Now the
And I hate monkeys.
Now the Pip-Boy does everything you're used to doing in the Fallout games. It has a map, has a radio, has a radiation detector, health thing, all that kind of stuff. It's also got a cyber rating of 12. No one's hacking this thing.
Nice.
I hate monkeys.
Alright?
Little furry.
It also includes
Human-looking.
directions to threats, a silent radio communication. You all can actually talk to each other mentally, like you see in Ghost in the Shell, without making audible sound for other people.
Boy.
We're gonna have to write all this down later because this is a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So, do you all go seek one another out?
Yeah.
Okay. You all bump into each other. It's the three of you, and Shocklor's with her, who Shocklor doesn't have a Pip-Boy, but there's no way he's leaving her alone. He's like,
Okay.
what's going on? He points to who are these guys?
Hell if I know.
Don't look at me. Talk to the monkey.
What monkey?
His name is Jangles.
A hologram pops up off of your Pip-Boy, of Jangles. And it's Jangles the Moon Monkey from the show, right? If you've ever played the game, you'll see pictures of Jangles occasionally in the background. He looks like a monkey in a bad 1950s astronaut suit, complete with wrapping around the tail.
I hate monkeys.
Okay.
And he's got two symbols in his hand.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience and the dramatic arrival of this intervention, but you must understand you are all in grave danger.
You live in this place. We're always
40
in great
heavily
danger.
armed raiders with rocket launchers, heavy machine guns, grenade launchers, automatic weapons, and laser pistols are approaching your town. There are too many of them and they are too well organized for you to defend the town. You need to evacuate.
Okay.
How's this
So
my
we're going to
problem?
talk to the mayor and convince him that the monkey is telling the truth.
Obviously the mayor's not going to listen to me. As you pointed out, I'm not exactly human. And he has a problem with evolved simians, so it is what it is.
Well, maybe if you're an orangutan, yeah, I like you.
Do you want your friend to see her business and her clients all go up in flames and goofied by plasma rifles? Because that could happen. Can you honestly say you can sit there and let these caravanners who are just making an honest buck all die to these raiders and be eaten or tortured? And Miss Boom, you know what men like this do to women.
Who said anything about leaving this happen? I'm just going to
Still
say,
not my
we
problem.
got to somehow convince the mayor that a monkey told us to evacuate the town.
Perhaps you could modify the truth and not mention that.
Fine, how about I set some explosives throughout the town and drive them out that way? How's that work for everybody?
They'll just shell it with rocket launchers from a distance.
Yeah, they're not exactly coming in town unless we let them in town. So unless you want to pull a Blazing Saddles,
The raiders seem to be being led by a real rampant psychopath, even by raider standards. And he's mentioned that he wants Shocklor's head on a pike.
What'd you do?
what did you do now?
I don't know. Talking monkeys? We're in a new world as far as I'm concerned. I will try not to be offended by that, says Jangles.
Yeah.
Humans.
Like I said,
So
maybe it's an
prejudiced.
orangutan. Orangutans are cute.
That is what is happening. You have roughly 1 day to get the town ready up and evacuated. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more warning, but my buzzbots just sighted them. Roll your pre-war.
Yeah. You can always go out and slow them down.
Ooh.
A buzzbot is a pre-war American military drone. It is a circular fan with a pair of hover jets to guide it, armed with usually machine guns, radios, recon stuff like that. They look kind of like a robotic. They look kind of like a robotic flying wheel
Does,
that has an extendable lowercase thing for the machine gun.
does the town that we're in right here have a local New California Republic chapter? Or
No, we're in the Mojave Republic.
Oh, we're in the Mojave. And I'm way off.
We're not in the NCR. We're in the Mojave Republic.
Do I know anybody around here?
You probably know people in this town, yeah.
Not only that, but they'll actually take your word for it.
Yeah. Anybody that's worth briefing to give us help?
So although they won't listen to you because you're a legal authority, when this area used to belong to the NCR got a reputation real quickly for establishing orders. That's probably be a little bit of trust. Might be able to press that a little bit.
Okay. So whoever I would talk to influence them until they know what's going on and take some action, I'm going to do that.
Correct. Do you want to try that?
Yep.
All right, so convey? How are you all going to do this? Talk tactics.
Let him do the talking because nobody knows me. Everybody thinks she's a psycho. So,
Boom still thinks we should just blow things up in the town to scare everybody out of town.
Chuck was like, well, if we know these guys are coming, what if, while they try to persuade whatever's coming, you and I set up some ambushes to slow these people?
that's what I was saying. Let's go ambush these fuckers and slow them down.
I'm afraid there are too many of them to really slow down, but you might have success in maybe getting like their initial scouts, so they can go a little bit slower.
Yeah. Or maybe put something into their rocket launchers.
I don't think that's possible. That's their heavy ordnance. They're guarding it really well. That and the light machine gun.
Give me a sniper rifle.
And I was just thinking, do I have a contact in town that I might be able to get our signature anti-materiel rifle from?
Not in this town.
Okay.
That'd be a heavy piece of ordnance.
Oh,
The
yeah.
governments would snatch that up.
That's the signature.
As far as the people being armed, you're looking at mostly pipe weaponry, and a good rifle or something is like a prized treasure out here.
Okay. Well, so that'll be part of the
I
organization.
mean, a lot of the caravanners are using pipe weaponry too.
What's your name?
Garth.
Garth. I'll try to ascertain a
Okay, so I'm here-
a rifle for you.
Still hearing split party decisions or what people want to do. So let's back it up just a little bit. All right. You want to go start sniping type things? What I'm hearing,
Yeah, possible.
and Boom's for ambushing them with explosives. Because
Well,
Boom's answer to everything is explosives.
pretty much, yeah, everything is
But
explosive.
I pretty much agree with her. I just,
So I hear two party members saying they want to go take the fight to the Raiders.
Yeah.
You?
I think that's the logical conclusion to reach, but I would like to try to organize some of the
Okay,
locals.
so I want you to really think about this. I'm not saying you can't do it, but I want to give you one more chance to really think about this. He said 40 heavily armed, 40 heavily armed men, rocket launchers, machine guns, good quality weapons, and laser pistols, led by a psychopath who specifically wants Shakur's head, are coming your way.
yeah, we got that.
In a day.
And he is going to try and convince the town to evacuate because he's the only
Okay.
person among the three
So
of
the
us who
ambush is
has.
being set up with you two and
Yeah.
possibly Shakur.
Yeah,
And you're going to stay in town and try to influence the town.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's the only one they'll listen to.
Okay,
They don't know me for shit, and they think she's a nut job.
so the party is splitting. Okay. We're going to do this then since the party is splitting up. Let's start with your social concerns first because it'll take you guys some time to get out there, find a spot, make an ambush, that kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
All right. So, Mr. Former Ranger /
Jackal.
Brotherhood, Mr.
Yeah.
Jackal. So the mayor of the town is a guy by the name of Josiah Rampart. Okay?
Okay.
And Josiah actually immigrated from Utah. He left the Mormon church and came here to get away from them lest they killed him. What did you know about the new Canaanite story in New Vegas?
Not much. It's been a long time.
So Utah basically went really violent really quickly, and the Mormons up there are like their own kind of default to a government. They have a government that they call Zion, and they have a really xenophobic view of anybody who's not them. Like, shoot them on sight. And that's if they're in a good mood. There's actually some things in the story about they implies they're torturing some of the tribals.
And he's
up there.
from this faction?
He's originally from there.
Oh, so he'll appreciate
Okay.
what's going on.
So you walk in to Josiah Rampart's office, and in the office he's right now arguing with a bunch of caravanners over what caravanners always argue over: taxes, prices, water, feed, stuff that basically is the oil of the engine of trade in the wasteland. He has a go-between. The go-between's a pretty young secretary. She comes over to you. She's like, "The mayor is very busy. How can I help you?" I don't know why I keep going with the southern accent, but I do.
The mayor's got some real serious trouble coming to his town within the next 24 hours, and I need to brief him on the situation. I'll identify myself.
Certainly, as soon as he's done with the caravans, he'll be happy to talk with you. I will make you your next appointment on his itinerary.
Yeah, I'll wait. I need to talk to him within the next 15 minutes.
About 25 minutes go by.
Oh, that's fine.
Caravanners finally leave, unhappy, but mostly mollified, I should say. And Josiah Rampart comes over to you. He's a man in his probably late 50s, grizzled. He's got a good quality revolver on his hip because this is Fallout. Nobody walks around anywhere unarmed. I don't care what modern sensibilities are. That's just not going to happen, right? He's got fine quality cartridges on his rifle, and he's wearing good quality Brahmin leather. I mean, he looks like he's made some money.
Okay.
And he walks over. He's like, "What can I do for you?"
I shake his hand. I say, Frederick Mueller, call sign Jackal. I'm from the 47th Recon NCR, and I explain to them what's going on. Because I don't really know all. This is all moving really, really fast. So,
Right, so you explain to him there's a threat coming towards town, one day
40
away,
raiders
40
armed
raiders.
with.
Okay, so
nuclear
here's
weapons.
he goes, I see, well, our wall has kept all kinds of ne'er-do-wells around. I'm pretty sure we can deal with some jet-addled raiders. Welcome to a social conflict in Savage Worlds. He is resistant to what you want to do. This is going to be a long conversation, so it won't be solved in a single skill roll. Instead, you're going to roll 3 skill dice and your wild die. I'm going to roll 3 skill dice. You want a total number of successes over a certain number.
Okay.
Success is 4. So if you roll, say, a 9 the first time, that's 2 successes. The more success you have in the chart, mean the better result from this social conflict.
You tell me when to roll and which one, and I'll do it.
So you know, roll his successes first. I can show you what happens.
Remember
So in
your
the
fate
first
die.
round, since he's an NPC, he only gets 1 die. Let me get another D8. This is a D8. He gets 1 die. I roll his first die for the first round. He has a 5. That's 1 success. So I should take a D6 here to mark his successes.
Okay.
Alright, so he's got 1 success there. The second round he rolls a 6. That brings it up to 2 successes. And the last round he's got a 7. He's just shy, so he has 3 successes. Now you have to roll your dice and your wild die and try to get more successes than he did. And the number of successes you have over him will determine how well you persuade him.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
So you're rolling first your speech. You have a speech skill? Are you going to say no?
Nope.
Oh!
Dude,
You're
we
rolling
almost
it.
never have the actual skills we need for social situations and starting out.
I'm not the one who made your characters.
I know, but that's just how it is. It's
All right.
either
So
Characters
die
have
in
speech
combat
characters,
or
nobody took a
or
speech skill.
die in,
That's-
or die in social situations.
Right,
That's
so you
pretty
roll a
much it for your beginning
D4 since
character.
you don't have the speech skill.
Okay.
It would normally be -2, but because you are a former NCR Ranger and a Brotherhood of Steel guy, I'm going to have you just roll a straight D4.
It's the opposite. Former Brotherhood, currently a Ranger.
Oh, so you're still currently part of the NCR?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that part I thought you were former from both.
No.
Okay, so you're going to roll a D4 straight.
Okay, I just
Because
rolled
you're-
that.
You're also going to roll your wild die / fate die every time, too. And whichever one is higher, that's the one we use for the number of successes you got. Your wild die is always right now a D6.
Oh, all right.
So which one's higher? The wild
My
die is
D-
6?
I rolled my 6.
Roll it again, it's a dazed. What'd you get? Another 6?
Another 6.
Another 6.
Okay, roll again.
Two.
So you have a total of 14. Success was 4. 8 would be 1 raise. 12 would be 2 raises. He got 3 successes off that. You have just set the scale to 0 on the first round.
Nice.
That's really good.
Good.
All right, second round, D4 and D6.
4. Oops. 3. So 4.
So
the
the
four-
4 was out on your D4.
That was
Yeah.
you roll
So
that
that
again.
ace, roll it again.
Wow.
Anytime you ace, you
4.
roll that die.
Roll it again.
2.
So that's 2 raises there. So now you're up +2.
Damn.
Third roll. Third and final round.
Come on, bitch. 3. 4.
And then the wild die is a
6.
roll again.
6.
Roll again.
3.
3.
So you have 4 successes altogether, and he has none.
He's just a
Diplomatic
smooth
That
motherfucker.
Ranger.
Yes.
Well, when he said when he just blew me up, I thought he was in on it. Honestly.
Yeah. He's just thinking his town wall can do it.
Well,
and
the core
he's
book
totally
real quick.
ignoring. He's totally ignoring the rocket part of the
Yeah.
equation.
He's probably thinking to himself, "That's overblown. People always make raiders out to be more deadly than they are."
Well, you think that a
That's what I'm saying. He's going-
Ranger's word on it would have a little more weight, but
That's why I let you roll a full D4 rather than have a negative.
yeah. I see you're letting the dice dictate the thing here, so yeah, I get what you're doing.
Well, he's also because of your character class, however, your status, he actually took
Right,
away
because
the
normally you
negative.
rolled that D4 and the D6 at -2 each, since you don't have the skill.
Right.
Mhm.
But I'm letting you have the full base skill because of your social organizations you're members of.
Mm-hmm.
Social conflict.
Remember,
I know I saw it
Mojave
in here.
Republic, not NCR.
Right.
But they still kind of respect the NCR because the NCR was here before them and kept a lot of
Mhm.
peace. Something like that.
But he's still an active member.
At
of
4 or
the
better,
NCR.
target is reasonably convinced. They will grant the help requested, more or less, and may have conditions or ask favors in return. An example would be in a court case, the judge invokes a severe sentencing if the prosecution wins. If the defense wins, the defendant would be cleared of all charges. So you're going to get what you want. You're going to get him to evacuate the town. But he does have the right to put some caveats on it. So he's going to go like this. Me trying to convince all these caravanners to pack up everything. Some of them just got here this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And get up and leave through the Mojave. That's going to be a hard sell. So
it's
I'm going
better
to need you
get raped
to
and-
go to all the aggressive caravanners who are resistant and make it clear to them through some gentle persuasion. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah,
They better get their ass in gear or we ain't going to help them.
deal.
And I'm in charge.
Hey, it's your town. You know?
So Rampart gets up on a soapbox, clangs something in the public square, gets everyone's attention.
Did he just basically get me to do his dirty work? With
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. That's the reason I was grinning at you. We would make a lot more rolls.
See how it has like a real Western feel to it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he gets there, he clangs in the middle of the town, and he's like, okay, listen up, people, my good people of North 11. There are more raiders coming than we can handle. They have got rocket launchers, confirmed rocket launchers. Points to you. This man's word, they have rocket launchers. That way, if the rocket launchers don't show up, he's not on the hook.
I say to the monkey, you better be fucking right.
He shows you pictures. He had the buzzbot take of the men coming in, and you see clearly, yeah, rocket launcher,
It
heavy
doesn't
machine
look good.
guns.
It's
Does
a
not
scene
look
out of
good.
the Road Warrior. Basically.
All we need now is a blind guy playing the guitar with fire shooting out of it.
And humongous.
Most 80s thing ever. On the bungee cords, no less.
Yeah,
So
all
you
we
get-
need was a mullet.
So
All of that came out of the mind of 74-year-old George Miller. Gotta love it.
he gets up there and he does the whole spiel. He gets the town convinced, and you go, and people start panicking and start making stuff happen. Now, have you ever moved from point A to point B? How long did it take you to pack up and actually move?
Yeah.
Well, this is a shitty situation for people.
Right?
who are-
So people are reluctant. Some people don't want to believe it. And sure enough, sure as shit, you see people, rather than pack up, they're hunkering down and loading rifles and looking at the wall.
Hey, we could use them.
Dude, they're gonna get slaughtered.
Well, you know, we're not the. I am not my brother's keeper.
Hard bitten. Good. Yeah, you are.
Hard bitten, dude.
You got at
You
least,
are.
You got at least try once.
You gotta try.
Okay, well, I will.
Why do you think I'm decided to go out there and actually try to slow these guys down?
So you're going to have a thing. I'm going to have you make 3 different speech rolls, again at a D4 and D6 without modification because of your NCR background,
All right.
to try to persuade people to come with the group. And it's
Okay.
going to be the same social contest as before. So let's do it. I'm going to make their resistance.
Just tell me when to roll.
I'm going to make their resistance a D4. So let me make that a little easier. Give me 1 sec.
Are you still giving me the 2 shots at
I
it?
am. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. So you got to beat. You got 2 successes on their side. So roll your D4 and your D6.
All right. 3 on the D4, 5 on the D6.
So you have 1 success. The first round brings them down to 1 success again.
2 on the D4, 6 on the D6.
Roll the D6 again.
5, 11.
So that gives you 2. That brings you down +1. And last round.
Another 4.
on the
Damn.
D4, 4 on the D6.
You
Roll
managed to
the
go
4
around.
again.
You managed to go around the town and get the entire town.
You gotta roll
He's,
the 4
he's got
again.
enough. He's got enough.
Oh.
You go around the town, and he's the entire town, even the most reluctant people who don't want to leave, right? To start packing their bare essentials at least and get ready to leave. And the old and the very young are very scared. Everyone starts packing up all the Brahmin and alpacas they can. Do you remember what a alpaca was from Lansing?
Yeah.
I don't know if he remembers.
I remember.
Think of an alpaca with 2 heads.
An alpaca with 2 heads.
Right.
Twice the spit.
Or a llama with 2 heads, right?
Twice the spit.
Essentially, I see that becoming to be imported its way north, right? And you're going to find in my Fallout game, there's a lot of like packing like they have the double head thing going. So he's Fallout trophy.
Spit.
So this was his first adventure. He had to bring a herd of them with a 10 horn, and it didn't work so well.
Yeah.
10 times the spit.
All right. So you spend the whole day doing that. And you're not able to like actually make any defenses or anything else because you spend the whole day riding herd of these.
Getting these people out of here.
Right.
But I was successful of getting them all out.
Yes, you
Wow.
did succeed. You actually got the entire town to go, which when I wrote the adventure, I didn't think I was actually say you used to have like 10 or 12 holdouts that just won't go. But because
Very
you
good.
made the successes, you managed to prevent that.
Is that a song of deeds and
Deeds worthy of song.
deeds worthy of song?
We don't have deeds worthy of song in Fallout. Instead, you have reputation.
Oh, nice.
Things like that are going to increase the rep, which increases the which increases the chances of chips, which increases the chances of all that kind of stuff. You, ambush spot. Now, in the Fallout universe, there's not really a lot of mechanization. You can expect people with beasts of burden, usually Brahmin, or in my game, although they're not official Fallout, what I call gamels. They're mutated camels that have 2 heads.
Price is
Supposed to
spit.
spit. Sorry.
Pretty much everything works at the speed of entry. It's like World War One very much,
Mhm.
right? That's why I made the Lansing campaign based heavily off World War One. So you probably got a land-bound infantry group coming. You can expect probably fast-running, lightly armed outriders first.
Mm-hmm.
That's why ambushing may not actually be the way to go here, I would think, because you're just going to hit like 2 or 3 guys who are scouts, and then you kill them, so what? They're not reporting in on time. They're going to either change tactics on their advance or just come forward a different way. But you see one side of ambush spots. What are you looking for an ambush spot?
Well, actually, she's going to be doing explosives. The idea we
Right.
had is to actually delay them by. What I was going to come up with is that she wants to use explosives, and she's got
Okay.
a valid point.
So it's all flat terrain for the Mojave Desert type thing. So you're not really going to have a place like a bridge or a gulch of like a structure you can bring down on them or delay them. How are you going to use the explosive here? What's the plan? We're talking like
Well, I was thinking
IEDs?
landmines.
How are you going to attract them to the area where the landmine's going to go boom?
Well, basically, the idea I had is to basically to kind of like shadow them, figure out what route they're going to take, anticipate what route they're going to take, and then mine that route.
Okay, do you have a travel skill?
I do not have a travel skill.
Okay.
I have a
So
survival
the
skill.
Pip-Boy has a map. It would give a bonus to your travel skill. Since the Pip-Boy has a map, I'll let you use your travel skill at a D4 base without a modifier.
Okay.
Because the Pip-Boy 10K is like sweet, right? It's the penultimate Pip-Boy. So you may roll a D4 for travels. You have the tactics skill.
No.
So you roll a D4 for travels and your wild die try to find a spot to ambush these guys.
Like I said, I was only a landmine, so I'm actually going to fight them. The idea
I
is just
understand, but
basically-
you're still looking for a spot where the landmine would be most effective.
Hopefully blow up something important. Damn, this 4 likes me. I'm not rolling you 2. I'm leaving you 2 out there. This one likes me. And it's only a 1 though. So 4. No. So I got 4, 1, and 3. So that would be.
No. You've got a 4 and a 1, or you've got a 3.
Oh, I got 4
Remember,
and
the
1.
dice are rolled separately.
Okay.
So you got 4 and you got 5. You have a
Yep.
success. So the first thing that comes to mind to your character is if we have to ambush these guys, we don't have like a gulch or anything like that, or a building we can bring down on them, but maybe we can make something attractive they would check out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like lure them into.
Lure them into area where the landmine would go off. Right? And your first thought from having people trapped in the wilderness is put something down they want to grab. The first thought is take a good quality weapon, put a landmine or explosive underneath it.
Okay. I look at the dude. Let me see your pistol.
Shuckle looks down at his pistol. No. No. Persuade him.
You'll get it back.
Not in pieces!
It's a revolver. It's not going to blow up. It's solid steel revolver. It's just going to fly through the air and come back down. You may have to replace one
You
of
have
the
to beat
handles.
a 5. Speech?
Of course not. Like I said, it's either
I'll let you not have the negative modifier on this one too, because he's going to be pretty easy to persuade. You got a 5. You got a 5. Your die. I see it.
Okay.
Okay, so he reluctantly hands over the revolver. It's a pristine Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum.
Ooh.
don't worry, it'll survive.
It better.
Okay, now I take out 3 of my shotgun shells. I'm going to pour all that shot into the explosive mix.
Oh, you mean the shrapnel?
I'm going to play
The buckshot.
I'm going to make
So
buckshot
you
and
make it in
shrapnel.
Once you let her do it, she has the skill.
No.
And once you let her do it, she has an explosive skill,
Mhm.
and you can add a +1 to assist.
I was going to add it. That's what I'm saying. I was going to hand over the
Sure.
buckshot to her.
Where'd she put her character sheet?
I don't know. Oh, here it is.
Let me see it real quick. We'll roll for her since she's busy with the baby.
I don't know. She rolls better than you do right now.
Shut it.
Shut it! Yeah, right.
Time for you to make a landmine.
Okay.
You're rolling a D8 +1 because Matthew's assisting.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving you a bunch of buckshot out of my shells
Ah.
to make explosives out of. I'll refill the shells with solid shot later.
Roll that 6 again.
So that would be an 11.
Damn, you got a raise. Okay. So not only do you have a workable IED, you can be assured it will go off. It will not have a misfire. You've got a nice little improvised claymore now underneath this revolver. Now what?
Yeah, we wait.
How far away do you wait?
I would say what? 300-400 yards. We have a good head start when we start running.
Definitely far enough from the blast, so we don't have to worry about that.
No, that's true because the shrapnel's going to fly pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least 300 yards.
1,000 feet?
Dude, you have ever
He's-
seen a claymore go off?
He's gonna look. The people you're gonna detonate on are gonna look like ants at that distance. A person at like just the end of a football field almost is about the size of a quarter.
Unless you have
in your
a
vision.
high-powered binocular.
Yeah,
Well, that's
but
the
then
problem.
again, you probably would have binoculars. You're a scout, so I'll let you
Yeah.
have that.
Not only that, but think about it. We're also in flat terrain. There's not really much else we can hide at.
So when I say flat, I don't mean it's straight flat.
I've been to Nevada.
It's flat, pretty much. It's also got like rills and stuff in the ground that come up and down, like plus or 5, 3 or 4 feet up and down.
Okay, once I say that,
All right.
I've been to Nevada, so yeah.
One of the things,
It's
one of the things
flat.
they have in the games, and this is what I didn't do exactly, is that the post-app world has got all these rills and stuff in it from like various forces, whatever. So it's
Okay.
not really flat.
Oh, okay. No,
It's not like the salt flats of Utah.
actually, I was thinking more along this just desert flats of Nevada because I hated training there. That sucked.
Okay. Shit.
Desert warfare training.
What are you gonna do with her real quick?
sucks.
Okay. We're gonna pause and then get ready for the third part of the session.
Yeah.